Ryan, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Jesse, you Tom like a mug. You need to go to get yourself bleached. Because the way you talk about black people and you sitting up there looking like a tall baby. How you doing, buddy?
All is well, Ryan. Thanks for your call.
Hey, I wanted to comment on the school uniform thing if I could.
Oh, yeah. Someone asked about this, what I thought about that. Go ahead.
Well, when I lived in Oregon before I moved here to Indiana, that's what made me determine the way I think now. In Oregon, when I was an adult and I'd be heading to work, I'd see the kids waiting at the school bus, middle school, not even high school, but middle school. A lot of the girls would be standing out there in the snow with a tube top on their upper part so you could see their little belly ring, or they have a piercing in their belly button. And they'd be wearing really short skirts that are just way too short. And I'm just like, man, because I knew the spirit of this system with everything getting hypersexualized and stuff. They had the really low-cut jeans with the stamp on their very lower back. They call it a tramp stamp. Back when those were popular, those were showing. And I moved over here to Indiana, and the middle school and high school kids all have to wear khaki pants, which are, kind of a tan or a brown.
Hold on, Ryan. Can you hold for me?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take a quick break. Ryan was talking about school uniforms. So, Ryan, when you went to Indiana, you were saying that the kids there were dressing in uniforms?
Yeah, they weren't like uniform because they all have to wear khaki pants, no blue jeans allowed. But they have to wear also a polo-type shirt, whether it's long sleeve or short sleeve. It's got to have a collar, and that you can choose any color you want. And I was just thinking that it was kind of cool seeing that compared to what I saw the young kids doing back in Oregon, where they didn't have a dress code or anything. But
and so you believe that the kids should have to wear uniforms?
I don't know. I just did notice that. I mean, I'll tell you what, Jesse, when I was in, let's say 7th, 8th, or 9th grade, I'm 54 years old. When I was growing up, if girls, what I saw then would be dressing that way back then, I wouldn't even know what to think. Honestly, it's just like, when you say that some women dress a certain way to where they're almost asking to get raped, you're seeing that in middle school now in places that don't allow or they allow the kids to wear just whatever they want. Some kids even have to get sent home because they're even not dressed appropriately. So the uniforms seem to be kind of a cool thing. But I tried to call a couple weeks ago, and I didn't get on.
Do you believe that they should wear uniform?
I was just saying I don't believe one way or the other, but I do see some benefit if there are a uniform, because as cruel as kids are, you have some that come from maybe more affluent household that buys them the nicest shoes, the name brand jeans that cost $120, and all this kind of stuff. And then you may have kids that don't have that kind of money who have the cheap stuff, kind of like I was growing up, and they make fun of you, they can tease you. So I can see where there's some benefit to it.
But that's not a benefit. You weaken the child if you make all the kids wear a uniform just because some kids can't buy expensive clothes. You want those kids who cannot buy expensive clothes to be strong and not let that be important to them. Because when I was in school, there were kids who wore nice stuff. There were those who wore not so nice stuff. And there were those who didn't wear nice stuff, period. But our parents didn't make everybody, or the school didn't make everybody put on a uniform just because of that. Kids have to learn that they should never compare themselves to others. Don't try to be like someone else, as they taught us back then. That way, you got to punish the whole school by making them go out and buy these expensive uniforms and all that kind of stuff to try to appease someone else. All you're doing is weakening them. That's not a good excuse.
That is an amazing point that I never considered, Jesse. Thanks for sharing that.
And those kids that wear the high top cut-off shirt, it just shows that they have no good parents who don't care about them, and they're looking for love. And so that's why they're able to go outside with that mess on, because they're telling you, my parents don't care about me. And that's not a
True.
reason to punish the whole everybody just because the parents don't love their children.
Man, I'm telling you, I wanted to get on so bad a couple weeks ago, but I was on hold all the way to the end of the show. Some guy called in about climate change, global warming, and all that. And I'm going to tell you, I'm old enough. I'm 54. I remember back when I was growing up when there was only about 3 different news stations. You had your local news and then maybe ABC and CBS and NBC. And they were all telling us that the Earth was going through a cooling phase, that we're going back to an ice age. Then that scared a lot of people, I remember. And then you go into the Bill Clinton area where they say there's global warming. The Earth is heating up. The seas are going to take over the coastlines. There's going to be no more snow. Snow will be a thing of the past by the year 2020. And then that went away. That was proven to be a lie. Now, since they have nowhere to go, they just say it's climate change, and mankind is causing the climate to change. And I just want everybody out there to not fall for that nonsense. They're only trying to do that to control what we're all doing, what we drive, what we eat, and it's all just bogus. Mankind could never control
Amazing.
the atmosphere.
Yeah, they know. People dumb. They know that if they fall for the lie, let them fall for the lie. You just watch and take care of you, because people love lies and they love being afraid. And so, whatever. But thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you, man. I got to run because of time here.
I miss T, I miss Earl, and I miss Crazy Jason from Buffalo living with his mama. Thanks so much, Jesse.
All right,
Appreciate
buddy.
you.
Absolutely. Thank you.